Hey guys, what is going on? It's Aqua Canuck here today, better known as iCanuck HD. Today I'm bringing you a nice tips and tricks video on how to play better in Search and Destroy and how to make your team sort of succeed in Search and Destroy. Well, this isn't a very good exemplar of it because these guys aren't very good. I'll give you sort of the baseline of how we started fighting them and all that kind of stuff, how we got to a clan battle. But what they said is that we ended up going to a domination lobby with two girls, Illusions and I, with two other girls, and we weren't really trying at all, and they ended up joining in the lobby at the end or something, so we didn't really know we were facing them until it was like halfway through the game, and that's when we started, I guess, picking it up. But other than that, they started talking shit after. They said they got a brutal on us at the end, even though they all actually hardly ran 1 KDs, so I don't know where their logic was there, but I think the highest that kid said, the highest medal he's gotten is Relentless, so I didn't know where his logic was there either. So they were trying to scare us, I guess, but we ended up 4v4ing them and taking them out in Search and Destroy. They didn't want to do Hardpoint because they said we suck pretty much, and that was their excuse for not playing Hardpoint. Even though we beat them 6-1 in Search and Destroy, that still their logic is flawed once again. So I'm going to sort of give you the baseline of how to defend, how to attack and Search and Destroy, and what are some good class attachments, special grenades, all that kind of stuff, and what my team does. Actually, I'm not going to talk about what my team does because that's pretty much what I'm saying on how to defend and how to attack. So this game, unfortunately, we were playing with Crush. Crush is not on our GB team. Radies is. Unfortunately, Radies is at summer school because he's doing special courses where he can get extra upgrade. Not upgraded course because he failed it, just to take extra courses because he's going to high school next year, so he wants the extra credit, which is good on his part, so I applaud him for that. But we didn't really know what to do with Crush because he isn't the strongest player on our team, and we don't have the greatest chemistry with him like we do with Radies. So when he joined, it was like, okay, whatever, these guys are bad anyway, so it's not like it's going to be too bad. So I gave him the rundown of what we do in Search and Destroy, and he did really well in it, so I'm pretty happy about that. And so that was all in all a great experience with him. We did pretty well. The first 2 rounds I did really bad. I kind of dicked around the first round. I was like, you know, we got to pick it up, and then Blaze sort of screwed me over saying they were all a day, so I peeked my head out of top grannies and ended up getting picked off. So that's my sort of excuse for the 2 first rounds, but the other rounds I did completely awesome on. Illusions unfortunately got timed out because he had to go somewhere, so we 4v3'd them for 3 rounds. It was for 3 rounds, because we I think it was the 4th round, we won the round with 3 people, then we lost one because they bum rushed us, and then the last round we ended up winning, and we ended up winning 6-1, and they left, obviously. So I'm going to give you a rundown of what we do, how to defend first. This is the simplest way I can put it, is defend. When it says defend. That's pretty much what you have to do. So what we do on Standoff, I'm going to do a Search and Destroy tips and tricks on each of the MLG maps, which is Standoff, Express, and Raid. So I'm going to do it all on those ones. If any other ones join for any other reason, I'll do them on them as well. Same with Hardpoint, same with Capture the Flag. Unfortunately, our Capture the Flag game isn't the best right now, so once we get that kind of picked up, we will make a video on it. So for Search and Destroy, what we do right now for defending on B, we sort of split up into 2 groups of 2. We have Blaze and Radies push towards A. Sorry, I just pushed something on my desk. They push towards A, 1 sound horse and 1 looks out for other people so they can pick them off or call them out for the other people to understand where they're going and all that. What Blaze did in the second round that screwed me over was he called them out all going A, so I was like, okay, all 4 are pushing A. So when I peeked out, there was actually a guy at L wall and a guy in brown that took me out or something like that, which was very I don't know, it wasn't a good call out on his part, but I don't blame him, man. If you're getting bum rushed and there's like EMPs flying everywhere at A, you would think that there's 4 guys. Just don't say they're all going there if you don't know that you've seen 4. So that's just sort of common courtesy for the other people. But unfortunately, he called us out, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm not holding him to it or anything. That was a stupid call out, and it won't happen again, obviously. So for defending, that's what we do on A. Same thing on B. I go Soundwhore in the deli, and Illusion sort of sits behind the deli and pushes out alleyway to get off any guys that are trying to flank or anything. That is pretty much what we do on both bombs. It's pretty much defend it. We don't push out unless there's only one left or two left and we know exactly where they both are. That's when I'm not sure, I think it's the second round, Blazed and Crush try to pinch the guy, but the guy ends up going into Brown, which is pretty unfortunate because he was pinching him back LA and he was pinching him L wall, so it didn't really work out. And then Blazed, another mistake he made was it was round 2 again. The guy was the bomb was down at A. He had no idea it was at A. Crush should have called that out at A if he saw it. I'm not sure if he did or not because I wasn't alive at the time. But the bomb was down right beside A, as you can see in that round. It was down, and Blazed ended up going behind the jump up wall at B to Soundwhore, and what he did wrong is that he didn't peek his head out with like 7 seconds left to see if he was planning B, and if he wasn't planning B, he had to run his ass over to A. He ended up sitting behind the wall until the kid planted the bomb at A, so that gave him a huge run all the way to A and a lot of time lost, but fortunately he did win us the round and got the nice kill, so they're really good about that. But there's a couple mistakes that we need to fix up, but there's nothing really major at all. So with that being said, Blaze played pretty well throughout the entire game except for those 2 little mix-ups, but I'm not holding him against anything. And now moving on to attacking. I know I kind of blabbered on about other stuff, but moving now to attacking. What we do for attacking is we try to sit back. If we were attacking, we'd probably sit back in red or around red, or maybe push into brown. I'm not sure. Depends on how the people are playing that day. That's what we'll do. But we usually defend until we have 1 or 2 guys down, so we have that 2 or 1 man advantage, so we can push easily. Without being challenged that much, because when it's 4-on-4, it is all hell breaks loose pretty much, or 2-on-4, the difference between 4-on-4 and 2-on-4 is massive, right? It's 50% of the players are gone, and 50% of players they have the upper advantage on you, so it's quite hard for them to sort of keep themselves alive when there's only 2 against 4, so that's pretty nice. Usually that is pretty much how we really play standoff attacking. We usually will. I think we've only planted B a couple times. Like in this game, we've only planted B because we knew he was at A, so I planted B. But other than that, if we don't know that there's one guy left and he's at A, we'll obviously go B because he'll have the running time to get there, and we'll all be set up before he's even there. So when he gets there, he's just gonna get pooped on. And if the one guy dies on our team, he'll still get pooped on because there's 3 or 2 left on our team. So that is pretty much how we attack, and that's how we defend. That's really the basis of Search and Destroy. It's attack and defend. So when you're attacking, you sort of sit back, get yourself ready, get 2 down, 1 down, and then push yourself forward. And when you're defending, you just always defend. Never push up unless you know where the guy is, and make sure you can get him. Because what I say to my team all the time is, do not, and I mean do not, sorry, I had to click something. Do not attack somebody or challenge somebody that you know that you might have you might die or lose the gunfight. So I say, you know what, just back off if you can. And when you're defending, when you're scaring them like that, it's pushing them back even further, which is better for us. So I don't know, that's sort of my tips and tricks on how to do that. And defending and then attacking is the same thing. Just sit back and then push up when you're ready. Now moving on to classes. There aren't many guns there's not a variety of guns. Obviously the top 3 guns are AN-94, MSMC, and the M8A1. My favorite being the MSMC and the M8A1. M8A1 is always going to be my assault rifle, and the MSMC is always going to be my SMG. When I'm using in Search and Destroy, usually when there's 2 guys going to A, I'll make one of them use an AR and one of them use an SMG. Usually that's Blaze using the SMG, and Radies is either using the AN-94 or the M8A1. And usually over at B, I'm either using an SMG or a assault rifle, and usually Illusions does use his SMG. Sometimes he'll use an AR like the AN-94, but it really varies. And B is sort of a tightly packed place, so it's not like you'll need a AR unless you're challenging top round from the bomb. But other than that, we usually don't do that. So we usually run 2 SMGs or 1 AR and 1 SMG at each place, which is the ideal sort of thing to do. Another thing on classes, make sure you have those frag grenades. I did get a nice frag grenade kill on that Toyota truck in the middle of the center street. That's why I love frags so much. You can cook them to make sure that you get them at the exact same time you want them. You can also throw them farther than you can Semtexes, and you can't use Bouncing Betty C4s or Claymores anyway. So that is really what I'd use for equipment. And also always use sensor balls. They saved my life in one of the I'm pretty sure I planted A. Yeah, I planted A, and they sort of came over. He came over and I threw out my sensor ball, which picked him up and pretty much saved my life. I'm not sure if I wouldn't have got him, but I'm pretty sure I would have got him anyway. But I think the sensor grenade also helped in my advantage over killing him. And it also, when you see a sensor ball, you kind of want to run away from it. So that also, for defending, is pretty nice because they'll run away from the bomb if you throw it towards them. So or you can flush them out of places, which is also pretty nice. Same with grenades, you can do the exact same. Guns, like I just said, use those 3 guns. They're awesome guns, and that's pretty much all I could really say about Search and Destroy, other than it being my favorite game mode myself. My team isn't the best at Search and Destroy, but we're still working on that. We ended up making our team like last week or something, so we're all trying to get to know each other still, and we're all trying to get our chemistry on tack, I guess. We'll be starting the GB team pretty soon. We probably won't be starting it for another couple of weeks because we need to get all like the payment stuff. We need to get all of our MLG coins for game battles, and we also need to we're not sure about getting Xboxes. I have an Xbox and Blaze has an Xbox. I'm pretty sure Radies or one of them has an Xbox. I'd really like for the other 2 to get an Xbox, but that's kind of asking too much, way too much. So when I think we're all going to get the Xbox One because MLG is on it, and that's a really good reason to get the Xbox One, because the PS4, although it is better in hardware and everything, the Xbox One, I play Call of Duty all the time, so it's always going to be my priority. The last time I've had my Xbox for 5 years, and the last time I bought a PS3 was like 2 years ago, because all my friends were playing on it. And then now I'm thinking back, I mean, like, who cares about my friends right now? So I don't know. I don't really play with my friends anymore because they're usually not on, or they're doing other things. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, or if I did help you out. A comment would be really appreciated. If you guys like this in Codcaster mode than normal, tell me if you did, because I'll play it in Codcaster mode instead of normal. If you like it normal other than Codcaster, please comment down below, and whatever one, sort of like a democracy, I will pick whichever one is more liked. So yeah guys, please leave a like down below if you did enjoy, and if I helped you out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.